firstly, find the correct version of Photoshop. So we're looking for Adobe Photoshop 2021. When it opens, you've got various options. If you just choose Create New on the left here, you've got here predetermined templates along the top, depending on the type of document that you're making. We are just going to choose Print, and we're going to choose A4, but you can change the sizes here and put a sensible title. So I am going to change this. I can change this to say inches, for example. Let's say I wanted it 15 inches and the height I wanted, I don't know, 12. I can change that. I can change the orientation of it as well to be portrait or to be landscape. I can change the resolution. So that is currently in pixels per inch, which is what I want because I'm measuring mine in inches. 300 shows me it's for print resolution. So that's really helpful. I'm keeping the colour mode as that, and I want a transparent background for what I'm doing. Press Create. When Photoshop opens, if you can't see the rulers along the top or the side, simply go to View and Rulers, and they will appear. If they're in the wrong measurement, mine's currently in centimetres, you can simply right-click on the ruler itself, on the space in between there, and choose the measurement that you've chosen to measure your document in. You can see that 0 is there and 0 is there, and that's therefore 15 inches and my 11 inches that I said earlier. Sorry, 12 inches that I said earlier. The other good thing about this is that I can create a guide for myself using the rulers. So if I click on this space in between the ruler here, just click with my left mouse button and drag down, what that gives me is a line that can act as a guide. So normally when you're printing something, you often get an area that the printer doesn't print, and that's known as a bleed area. And what that allows us to do is just to mark roughly a little edge, a border around the edge of our document, and we can do that on the other ruler as well. We can click on there and drag out to go this way, just to remind ourselves that anything past that border around the edge probably won't print, so we've got to make sure we keep the detail within that border. It's also quite useful if I'm making something like a DVD cover, for example, or a book cover or an album cover, or a games cover. What I could do is add another guide in here if, for example, my my spine of the cover came halfway down. I might choose 15. Half of 15 is 7.5, so we know that's the middle there, but I want an inch, either an inch for the spine, so I might have that there, for example, that there, and that would show me that's the middle of the document. So that's a really useful layout tool to support you if you're setting up a document for anything.